change 893b to 893, value function, left function, right function, the clean function. They all serve a purpose. I'll explain each. Brad Williams XL Prime, I'm going to throw a few new tools at you, and this is will be an introduction to text extract. So we have a left function and a right function. We have a clean function and a value function. Value function converts a number stored as a text into a number. You can convert characters. This is a text. Notice up here, text. We're going to put this into a number. Pretty cool, huh? 8993b. Can you convert this over into a number? We can if we clean it up. What do I mean by cleaning it up? We need to get rid of that b. Can we convert this pound $722 into a value? In other words, can we turn it into a number? Yes. How? Well, we're going to clean it up. How do we clean this up? Well, value converts a number stored as a text into a number. On your right, you can remove this stuff. We're going to be removing stuff. And this is where things are going to get chaotic, because Excel just didn't really put a lot of thought into this when they introduced their text manipulation about 150 years ago. Text truncates. It removes text, the number of characters, from the left. This is where it kind of gets hairy. Are you removing the text from the left, or are you keeping everything from the left? That's what's difficult here. Text, the text from which to extract characters. What does that mean? It should say the text that we want to keep. It's a horrible, horrible description. Number of characters equals the number of characters to extract. Starting on the left, 3. What it should say is, how many characters do I want to keep? Starting at the left. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible description, in my opinion. You may have a different look, but this is where it just drives me crazy. I'm not extracting anything. I want to save 893. I want to get rid of everything after the third character. And that's what we do. Left, B6, 3 plus 0. Number of characters, the number of characters to extract, starting on the left side. Here, you're going to get 893 and left, B6, 3. Start at the third character, and we're saving the 3 characters. We're getting rid of everything else. So if we come back here and we go enter anything else you want, enter, you're going to get this output here. Left, B6, 3. Because we want to convert this over into a number, we have to add a 0. So now it becomes, it says text, but we can go general. Now it's a number. So in terms of adding this, equals this plus this 893, we're going to get an error. But if we go in and we go equals 893 times 2, this column is in a text structure. You're going to have to change this up a little bit. And we have to tell it now it is not a text. If you attempt to do this in a text mode, it's still going to look at this as text. Again, you have to start over. You have to get rid of this. You have to make sure you're in the general format. Equals this times 2. You see how it works? Because we're not using the value function, can you put the value function in here? Value. And then get rid of this 0 equals 893. You see it still works. Over here, you can use the value function, or you can just add a 0 to it. It will work. If you attempt to do this with, if I just try to multiply this here, if I just go C5 times 2, C5 times 2, C5, I meant B5, sorry folks, B5, B5, B6. You can see right there, it's looking at this as text. It just converted it over into text, which is not what we want. This is the hassle of dealing with text manipulation. Equals this times 2. So now you get a value error. At least it shows it's general. Up here, 77 is still looked up as text. You can see if we go to B5, Excel is still going to look at it in terms of numbers. I throw my hands up here because you never know how Excel is going to interpret this. Even though we go up in here and it says text, it still is looked at as a number. All right. And this is the whirlwind we deal with when we're trying to do conversions or when we're working with text and numbers. Go down here. We have a pound sign and a dollar sign. If we try to do anything, if we try to multiply this times 2, we're going to fail. And up here, it says text. Well, the question is, let me get rid of this pound sign. So now I have 722, it's still text. How will Excel interpret this? Will it look at it in terms of a number? I don't know. Let's see. 722 times 2. You can see, even though it's looked at in terms of text, it can still be multiplied. Now go back in here and put that pound sign in here. You can see value. So the next question is, if I want to get rid of some of these characters, which ones do I get rid of? The dollar sign is there, but it's not formatted. It automatically formatted as soon as we multiplied. What do I mean by that? It kicked out. It's still showing as text. Be sure to check out all of our Excel courses. Excel data and text manipulation. We have an advanced beginners and intermediate course. Excel essentials. This is for individuals new to Excel. We have an advanced, excellent beginners, level 1 and level 2, and intermediate level course. Excel formulas, formulas only. We have a beginner, an advanced, and an intermediate level course. Click on any of the links. There's a short video that explains everything about the course. Check it out. Now, can we convert this over to currency? Yeah. When you clean this stuff up, does it make sense to leave that dollar character in there? I say get rid of it. Now, how to get rid of it? Well, left, the information I want to keep is, I want to keep these 3 characters. Right, B7, 3. That means I want to keep everything to the right of the characters I want to get rid of. So I want to keep the last 3. This is going to say, truncate text a number of characters from the right. Okay, that means get rid of. Here it says the text from which to extract characters on the right. The text from which to extract characters. Now it says the text from which to extract characters on the right. On the right of what? I have my own way of interpreting this stuff. And that is, if I'm looking at removing anything using left, I'm saving everything. If I want to save a character, it's this 3 characters. Here, I want to save the 3 characters to the right. Here, anything to the left of the numbers I want to save. So it says from the right. So you could go from the right and say, I want to keep these 3 characters, starting at the right, 1, 2, 3, and then get rid of everything else. This is the beginning of a very long tutorial on text extract. You can see my tone is already getting a little bit aggressive because I really find this nightmarish. So I know that was a horrible, horrible explanation, but Excel does not make life easy in this regard. Now, in terms of cleaning, there's a clean function, and that is removes all non-printable characters. When we're dealing with characters, C-H-A-R, it's nightmarish. We have a character here? No, that's not a character. Character would be something very foreign. To get rid of this information, in other words, to trim, In other words, if we have a space here, all right, if I put a space before or after, the trim function is going to, okay, you can see what the right function just did. Start at the right, it's grabbing the 3 characters. And what did I do? I put in 2 spaces. It's grabbing space 1, space 2, and number 2. And that's the output. That's what's difficult with this text manipulation. You can see what just happened. In terms of using trim, it's just going to give us the 722. You have to grab this and you have to copy and you're going to have to paste special. The spaces are gone as opposed to the spaces here. That's the trim function. The clean function is characters, and we don't have any characters in here. Brad Williams, XL Prime. Thanks.